Alright, how's it going, everybody? It's Ken with another biking video. I'm in the parking lot of the, we call it the Mexican grocery area. It's not just purely Mexican, there's all sorts of stuff here. There's Chinese and Honduran and all sorts of things, but it's a great little, the Washington Market Square, that's the official name of it. I just saw the sign down in LA, and it's great. You can get some really cheap meats if you're real polite and say please and thank you in Spanish. And they have the papuseria and the laundreria, which means laundromat. But I'm making this video to talk about Chris Cornell, to talk about depression and suicide. Apparently all sorts of people have been talking to me about it lately. So figured good way to do a video. So I want to talk about depression, particularly more so than the whole suicide thing, because a lot of people don't understand depression. Now, I am not a doctor. I'm not an MD. I am not a psychologist. All right, but I did study psychology in school and neurology. So whenever I think about the psyche, the mind, I look at it from a neurological perspective. So that's where I come at with things. Now, basically what I want to get through in this video is getting people to understand the difference between depression and being depressed. Now, you can be depressed because you have depression, or you can be depressed because life is shitty. Those are the two reasons. This street's busier than I thought. I came out of the parking lot because the parking lot was getting busier. Everybody wants to run me down. They don't want to get my word out about depression. So now you can be depressed without having depression. Like, you can just have shitty stuff happen to you all the time. Like what happens to me is I have a whole bunch of shitty stuff happen to me, and I can't take it anymore, and so I become depressed. All right, but that does not mean that I have depression. I've had many friends and peers, co-workers, college mates who have depression. Now, depression is an imbalance, a deficiency, a hormonal deficiency in the brain, and you can treat it to some degree with drugs like SSRIs and that sort of thing, but that doesn't always do the trick. That doesn't always do the trick. And because it can, depression isn't like, it's not like, when your car breaks down and you've got like a clogged air filter or something, you can just replace the air filter. But the brain, well, it does have some standardness to it. Every brain is unique and different, and you can have the same behavioral effects. All right, that's what depression is. It's a behavioral effect that can be caused by a different factors. So not everybody has depression for the same reason. Now, when one has depression, there's no cure for it. Like, that's part of the problem, right? Is that you can't you can take drugs to help balance out your hormones, but you still have depression. You'll always have it, basically. Your entire life until we can figure out a way to rewrite our DNA and make our brains mutate and form new connections. You're going to have it for life. With the current technology that we have, if you have depression, you have depression till the day you die, which is why a lot of people with depression commit suicide, because they can't take it anymore. They can't. They have no hope, because they try all these things and the drugs and all this and whatever it is. They try to overindulge in happiness, and it doesn't help, because that's one of the signs when somebody has real, true life, depression. Now, they're not just depressed, but actual depression is that everything could be going perfectly fine, everything could be wonderful, they could have everything that their heart could desire, and they'll still be depressed. There's nothing that you can do to solve it. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I got so caught up in my video, I'm pedaling away from my destination. It's taking me back to the groceria. Let's go around the block one more time, shall we? Since we're already going in a loop, let's try this street. I haven't tried this street yet. So, yeah, that's when somebody has depression, when everything is fine and perfect and couldn't be more wonderful, and they still can't bring themselves to get out of bed, to put a genuine smile on their face. They might put on like a fake smile to try to make other people happy and get them to quit bugging them about not being happy. But they just can't be happy. And that's hard to imagine for somebody who's got a more normal brain structure, what it would be like to just never be able to be happy, or to not be able to affect whether they're happy or not. Some people who have depression are happy sometimes, but when the depression kicks in, because it's a chemical imbalance, when their chemicals become imbalanced, they just can't be happy. They just can't do anything about it. And so that sounds like what Chris Cornell had going on. I mean, I didn't know the guy personally or know his situation, but it sounds like he had depression. And I don't know, like I said, I'm no doctor. I don't know what the solution is for that. But it's a thing, and people should be aware of it. Oh look, I really did go the wrong way. I am looped around once again back to the groceria. But don't be confused with people who are just simply depressed like me. I don't have depression, all right? But I do get depressed because the world is shitty and it sucks, which is something we can fix. That's fixable. We can fix a shitty world. The problem is nobody wants to do that because it's a lot of hard work. But once we do it, then a lot of our hard work pays off, and we don't have to do a lot of hard work for a good long while, because we'll have improved the world to the point where it doesn't suck anymore. So therefore we have less work that we have to do in order to make it better. Now the real problem is that we've created this convoluted system in our society where we're reliant on money for everything. And I know I keep coming back to this, but it's really a big issue right now, I think, and I've been saying this for many, many years, and I just can't seem to get people to wrap their brains around it. But when people have to rely on money in order to survive. They don't have the energy. They have to do the things that people with money tell them. So they're slaves to the money, right? So like, you know, I've got a friend, she's trying to, you know, work on her acting career and her comedy career, and she's writing a book, and her book's really, really great. It's about, you know, alcoholism and growing up in a family of alcoholics, and I think it'd be a really great book that would help a lot of people, you know, but it's something she's got to work on when she's not earning money. Like, she's like, so much of her time, and despite the amazing opportunities she's had, and, you know, she's getting rent controlled apartment, which, you know, she pays a lot less money for rent than everybody else, but she still has to spend a huge amount of her time working, doing, guess what, feeding people, helping rich people stuff food in their faces. This seems to be like all the work that's available is helping the rich get fatter. Hey, stop. I'm looking at you. People, right? So anyway, it's the ambulance. They're coming to take me away. Ha ha, hee hee, ho ho, to the funny farm.